Welcome back to Spain. We are here just outside of Tremp, Spain, and Linc and I have been hanging out here for about a week now. This has been probably one of my favorite spots in Spain so far. There are tons of mountain biking trails all around, and we've been spending the week just riding all of the trails.
Hey, keep it straight. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Not much room for error here. Keep it straight. Oh, holy. Nope. Funny. Man, that thing was huge. Shit. Man. Yeah. Oh, wow. Make a pit stop here real quick. Holy.
Tremp is just a small town inside of all of these mountain areas, right at the edge of the Pyrenees Mountains, and the town itself is pretty nice. Kind of odd because every time I walked through, everything was closed, but still a super nice town. But the surrounding area is amazing. They have this massive reservoir here, and the dam is actually down towards the village closer. But check out the video that I got while I was mountain biking of the water just flying out of this dam. It is the most impressive dam I have ever seen in my entire life. The amount of water just flying through here was insane. The town has a free spot in town to be able to camp, which is really nice. But we bumped outside of town yesterday to come to this beautiful spot. I mean, we are right on the reservoir. There are mountains all around, and it is so peaceful and quiet out here. It's just perfect spot. Today we're actually going to head around this little mountain here to some church ruins, and the church was built, I believe, right around year 1000, which is quite old. So there are still a bunch of ruins that you can explore around there, but we'll see what it's like in just a minute. Off we go. Linc is awfully excited to go out on a walk. Should be about 4 or 5 miles today through some of these mountains back here. Let's go check it out. Walking along here, there's a little bit of a hidden entrance, kind of blocked by trees, but when you come in, check out the old barrels. Maybe wine, cider, something like that. I don't know, but they look pretty old. Looks like an old cellar. You can see we're kind of way down in here. Very cool. This whole mountainside must have been a village that leads up to the old church, because there are all kinds of old, looks like houses, but maybe they are farm places. There are orchards that kind of go down through, but a whole bunch of ruins all the way up through here. Should be some fun places to explore. This place behind me actually looks like it's in really good shape. It must not have been lived in that long ago, but definitely missing windows and doors. But check out the inside.
This is the site of a public regeneration project, which includes a school of arts and traditional building. The school is no longer there, but they did go through and start rebuilding some of these houses in the traditional way.
Upstairs, it goes up one floor, but it comes down 3 stories, and we're down here in the cellar now. And check out the big cellar behind me. You can definitely tell the foundation of this house is much, much older than the upper part. As soon as you come down, it is just all this old rock foundation. Super cool house. I'll tell you what, I'd finish it up. I could live here. That'd be all right. Could you imagine this view from your porch? That would not suck.
This village is actually called Aramunt Vell, and it was founded in the year 959, and it wasn't abandoned until the 1970s. Apparently, the well ran dry sometime in the 70s, and it made everybody move further down into the new village of Aramunt, which actually sits right at the bottom of the hill where this abandoned village is.
This is definitely much more than a church that I'm coming to explore. It just keeps going, and there are places everywhere. I don't know if you can see way up on the hill. There's some way up on the hill, and these doorways and everything just keep going all the way through this mountainside. I feel like around every corner you can find a new nook and cranny to kind of squeeze through. There's cellars everywhere, and just literally this whole mountainside is just filled with ruins all the way down through. It's massive. I did not expect this at all. It looks like we need to do a little bit of climbing to get into the church. So we're gonna try to go through this little window right here to be able to see inside. Now, keep in mind, this church was built in around the year 1000. It was first mentioned in some documents around the year 930, I believe, and then really became part of this area around, I think, 11 or 1200. I mean, that is freaking old, and to see it still standing and still see the amount of work that was put in back then, and still here. Crazy. About a 15-foot drop over here. That makes it fun. There's a cemetery outside of the church ruins, and it's always interesting to look back and see how long some of these people lived. In this one, it seemed like a lot of people died around 1954 because there was a ton of them, 54, 52 time frame. But this lady here, she was 98 years old, born in 1859. But we're gonna take a little pit stop, have some lunch, take a break. We'll head back down to Judy, which is way down there on the little peninsula by the lake. All right, well, we'll catch you on the way down.
Right here is the hill that we climbed with the ruins and everything, but look at that valley. How beautiful is that? Well, a little over 5 miles and we are back at Judy. I think we're gonna cut this one here. Really hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for coming on an exploration with us. Turned into be much more than I expected, much more than just the church, but it was a beautiful journey. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe and the bell so you're notified for next time. And until next time, we'll see you later. Of an exploration video than I expected, so we'll turn this into a video itself. How about that? That's horrible. A long time ago, but I don't know. 4 or 5 miles today through some of these beautiful, oh geez. Nah, that's it.